Alright guys, what's going on? It's Monday, August 25th, 2014. Today's video vlog thing is pretty interesting. One second, I'm gonna go cut this air conditioner thingy off so it doesn't make that much noise so you can hear me. Okay. Hey, kitty. Okay. Try this again. So, project that I've wanted to do for quite a while now. Haven't had the time, resources, or money, or what I thought would be the proper vehicle to do this with. I've been scoping out the interwebs and Craigslist and everything in that nature for a cheap, preferably all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive vehicle. But honestly, for what I'm trying to build, I was even looking at front-wheel drive. So I got to thinking, you know, I do have this pretty decent running 94 Toyota Corolla. So here's what's going to happen. In case you can't tell by all the leaves falling and piling up everywhere, we are starting into fall, which is one of my favorite times of the year. The sunsets are a lot better. Leaves, the trees lose all their leaves. The weather is more enjoyable. It's just a wonderful time of year. This year, I typically don't have the financial abilities to spend time outdoors much during the fall season. But this year looks like it's going to be the exception. This year I'm going to have a little bit of jingle to do things I want, camping and fishing and hiking, stuff like that. And I live in the perfect foothills of the mountains to do it. So this is going to be the year. So I need a vehicle to do this with. I was wanting something, you know, it's a lot of dirt roads, a lot of gravel roads, up and down hills, things like that. So my first initial thought was, well, it'll snow this year, I need four-wheel drive. And I remember driving this through the snow last year. This little Toyota plowed through a good 1.5 feet of snow, just barely, but it did. Passing other cars, up and down hills, in turns, never once let me down. Now, you know, it'd spin here and there, and I'd have to make a better running go, but it went straight through it all. And that was on bald tires. I didn't have snow tires, I was running summer tires, and they were completely bald. Well, now I've got, the front ones are probably a little bit more worn down now. And, oh yeah, they're worn down now, good bit. But the back ones still have perfect tread just about. Very deep, very aggressive, good ridges in them. So these should get me through the snow. But these tires, the wheels, aren't really appropriate for off-roading, should I say. So I've got a set of steel wheels. And I'm looking for a set of cheaper all-terrain tires to throw on those. 14-inch, preferably any size under 205, 95 that will work. And then I got to thinking, you know, okay, that fixes my problem with traction. What about height? Well, most trucks and off-road vehicles are lifted. As you can see, my Toyota maybe has, I don't know, 1/2 foot, pushing a little bit more than that here and there, which is not quite enough clearance for what I'm going to be doing, but everything is tucked up nice and high. such as exhaust and heat shields, stuff like that. Well, Toyota, for some of their four-wheel drive wagons, such as the Tercel, which I looked for one of those and could not find, the lift kits they actually make go on the strut tower in the top. It's got a big spacer like this. It bolts to the top of the strut and then bolts into the car, therefore raising the car up. And there's a machine shop close to where I live, and I'm gonna have them make me a set of those. Now in the back I've got the trailing arms, but it is independent rear suspension, which is freaking wonderful for what I'm wanting to do. And as you can see up there, I'm leaking brake fluid. I just now noticed that. So, first problem to address, brake fluid leak. Also, this car has been kind of my daily driver, beater, play toy, here and there, everything. So, to make it off-road worthy, there has to be some changes. One of which I've already started with. The first one coming out to be the headlights. I had pretty decent projector headlights in there. Those have to go. It has. I threw the stock ones back in here. These are a dime a dozen at the junkyard. It's a plastic lens. I'm pretty sure it won't bust. Glass is pretty strong too, but you know, these will take a licking from a tree. They're not in there all the way, but at the same time, if I were to hit a limb, a tree or something, I wouldn't be afraid about them breaking. They're just plastic lenses. This car has the 1.8 liter double overhead cam, 4-cylinder, with sequential fuel injection. Makes horsepower and amount of torque. It's enough to put your ass on the freeway if you hammer down hard enough. Fuel mileage is somewhere around in there. It's not bad, pretty good overall everywhere. Cheap to fill up, holds a good bit of gas. So this is gonna be my winter fall excursion car. The back seats fold down. I know for a fact it'll hold 2 coolers and plenty of crap, plenty of space. I can cram a bunch of people in here, plenty of gear. I did have the ski bars on the roof. I'm not doing any skiing this winter. Those came off. I've got a basket I'm going to try to put on here, the big luggage basket, to hold my spare tire, and maybe like my jack and some other accessories. Also, Honda Civic makes bull bars for the front of their old EF model cars, which is not too far off from this one, so I'm going to try to get me a bull bar for one of those and then adapt it to fit the front of this. And if you don't know, a bull bar just comes up from here, goes across the front grill and goes back down. Nothing crazy, just basic bull bar. You know, it'll hold a minor bump up, nothing major like a brush guard, but having a brush guard custom fabricated would cost me out the ass, and I'm not doing that. So little bull bar it is, and then I'll mount 2 KC lights to the front of the bull bar. So this looks like it's going to turn into my off-road car. CB broadcast radios are going in it. All my outdoor camping equipment will go in it. And as soon as I can get a video up, since the weather's being awesome, we're going to go take it down some swampy-like back roads and test out what suspension I have and see how it would hold up, you know, rallying it pretty much. And we'll go from there. But you know, this is what's to come. So stay tuned for rally car builds of the '94 Toyota Corolla. Thanks for watching, guys.